It's more than just football, it's orange power. 12 bowl game victories, 26 All-Americans, 2 members of the NFL Hall of Fame, and the 1988 Heisman Trophy winner. Can you feel it? Inside Cowboy Football starts right now.
Welcome to Inside Cowboy Football. You could argue that this wasn't the luckiest night for Oklahoma State. The Cowboys had some tough breaks in this game against Colorado. In fact, they had to play without some of their key players during portions of this game due to injury. But despite that, the Cowboys battled, posted a road victory, and gained win number 9 on the 2008 campaign, becoming just the 7th Oklahoma State team to win 9 games in a season. Coming up, all the highlights of the Cowboys' big win at Colorado on Inside Cowboy Football.
You're watching Inside Cowboy Football.
Back on Inside Cowboy Football with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy after the Cowboys' 30-17 victory over Colorado. I'll tell you what, when the opposing team fumbles on the first possession and you recover it inside your territory, the defense comes up with a big play. That's a pretty good start.
It was a great start for us. I was disappointed that when we got inside the 5, the first 2 times down the field, we didn't score touchdowns. And we have to do a better job of coaching. That's twice this year that's happened to us. And one time they got us, they outcoached us down there, and the other time they ran a linebacker through the backside A-gap and our right guard didn't cut him. But we have to do a better job of scheming down inside the 5-yard line. When you play on the road in this league, you can't kick a lot of field goals because we kicked 2 field goals and they really hadn't moved the ball at all. And all they needed to do is score 1 touchdown. They're ahead of us, and we'd gone up and down the field twice. So we have to do a better job of that. We've got to find a way to punch it in the end zone.
The good news was your defense was making a lot of plays to make sure they weren't scoring.
Well, defense played very well, and what I told the team after the game was our defense played well throughout the game. Offensively, we put them in a difficult situation when Zach throws the interception. And they run it out on, the 7-yard line or 5-yard line. If not for that, they may not ever get anything going in the second half. And other than that, they had the tip ball, the 4th and 12 with bounced up.
Double tip, yeah.
Yeah, actually Lacey hit the ball and then hit the guy's shoulder pads, and then he caught it and it went in for a touchdown. But that happens in football. But what you said is exactly right. The defense played very well and kept the offense on the field throughout the game. We lost Kendall there for a little while. He had a quad bruise. He'll be okay. And then we lost Pettigrew for a little while. So that kind of changes what we do on offense. But overall, Zach Robinson played well. The other backs, it was nice to see Bo Johnson play well. And I can't say enough about the defense and the special teams. And offensively, we just did enough to win.
It was 6-0 in the second quarter. I think it was 3rd down and 9. And Des Bryant.
Yeah.
Take us what you saw with that catch and your thoughts on it. I thought it was special.
Well, I thought he used his other hand. He's left-handed, and I think he used his right hand.
Yeah, you're right, he did.
And, it's just hard to explain when he does things like that. I told Trooper Taylor, his coach, you're doing a great job of working with him on those catches. Whatever drill you're using, you want to keep using it. And then for him to score. To get on the sideline and to tiptoe and to dive in the end zone, which I was thrilled to death because we had played poorly inside the 5-yard line. I'd rather see him go on in there and score.
Sure.
And, just a guy making a great play. I thought Zach did a good job of stepping up in the pocket, though. I think there was a lineman that came through untouched.
There was.
And he stepped up and made a nice play. Zach did a good job tonight of sitting in the pocket, but I tell you, that catch was really, really a nice catch.
Robinson hands it off to Hunter. Big hole up the middle to the 40. Darts to his left to the 35 and is tackled at the Colorado 33. Robinson takes a shotgun snap, throws over the middle, caught by Des Bryant to the 15 and smacked down at the 14-yard line. They beat the odds. On 1st and 10, takes a snap, hands it off to Hunter up the middle. Big hole to the 10, inside the 5, and wrestled down at the Colorado 3 to try to give the Cowboys the early lead. Snap back, ball down, the kick is on the way, and it's good. Gets the snap, wants to set up a screen, throws left side, and Sumler makes the catch and is hit immediately and dropped for a 4-yard loss by Jacob Lacey. 2nd and 13, Hawkins, jet sweep handoff, it's fumbled, and Hawkins has to dive on. Zach takes the snap, fakes a handoff, throws short over the middle. Hunter wide open, makes a cut to the 30, first down to his left to the 31, showing blitz. Zach takes the snap, blitz coming, throws over the middle. It's caught by Bryant to the Colorado 46, makes a cut and is flung down at the Buffalo 45. 2:49 left in the first, and Robinson runs the option right, pitches it to Toston, right side 20, 15, breaks a tackle at the 13 and is tackled at the Colorado 11-yard line. Zach Allen will snap it. Matt Fodge the holder, good snap, the ball down, the kick is on the way, and it's good. Hawkins under center. Cowboys creep linebackers up to the line, hand off to Sumler, tries to cut back toward the center of the field, and he's stopped. Hawkins fakes a handoff, drops back, throws deep left side. The pass is broken up at the 6-yard line. Parrish Cox reached around and knocked the ball away from Scott McKnight. Takes a snap, hands it off to Sumler up the middle, and he is tackled after a yard gain down to the Cowboy 23 by Tongatea. Hawkins takes a shotgun snap, back to pass, throws short near side. It's caught, an immediate hit made, but they say it's incomplete. Zach in the shotgun with Hunter to his left, takes a snap, fakes a handoff, sets up, throws over the middle, the pass is caught, a juggling catch by Bryant to the 15, to the 5, and he dives toward the pylon, and he's into the end zone, pistols firing, Superman, Des Bryant with an incredible catch.
You're watching Inside Cowboy Football.
We're back on Inside Cowboy Football as we continue our look back at the 1988 Heisman Trophy campaign of OSU great Barry Sanders. His last regular season contest was miles upon miles away in Tokyo, Japan, just hours after he'd learned he was the winner of the Heisman Trophy, and he delivered a performance worthy of being the nation's best player.
We had agreed to move. It was a Texas Tech home game. And I think at that time it was called the Coca-Cola Bowl. They were paying quite a bit of money to move a regular season game to Tokyo. First game I think ever played in the Tokyo Dome. They used to play in the Olympic Stadium over there. Here we are, and again, we're ranked high. This is a game we need to win. It wasn't an exhibition game. We're going over there to, it's a long way to go to play a game. Time frames, all that kind of stuff to get him up, to get it done, got everything off the routine. We are very much concerned with that, but now we go out there and we're pulling out all stops. We're faking punts. We're doing the whole deal to win the ball game, and then he runs for 340 something when we've had him up in the early morning out there in downtown Tokyo accepting the Heisman Trophy. Yeah, I mean, 40, and they obviously couldn't tackle him, but we needed every one of those, and we needed to run the ball to keep the ball out of the hands of their offense, who we couldn't stop. Again, they were quality people because we were not real good defensively again, but they had a good offensive football team. We needed every one of those carries out of him. We needed every one of those yards, and he responded. I mean, he responded. It was a full house in the Tokyo Dome. They knew that they were seeing true greatness.
Yeah, it was a great accomplishment for everybody at Oklahoma State and obviously for Barry. In fact, he wasn't even going to go over to the video conference or the television shooting that they had set up for him to receive the award. He was going to send the lineman over to get it, but obviously they made him go over and accept the award. It was a special day for everybody. We had a great game with Texas Tech. They scored a lot of points, and we scored a lot of points. It was a shootout in the fourth quarter. We came through in the end. Again, I remember him having a very exceptional day, and then obviously Hartley Dykes had a big day catching the football. The one thing that was different on game day there, when we went out to stretch in that dome, we were flooded with media and cameras. There was about 100 people that ran right out onto the field in the middle of our stretch and were taking pictures. And that was a little bit unusual. I don't think anybody was prepared for that. Obviously, there was no security involved, but that was an unusual situation.
December 3rd, 1988 was a very special day for Barry Sanders. First, he was awarded the Heisman Trophy at 8 a.m. Tokyo time. Later that day, in front of a packed Tokyo Dome crowd, Sanders ran for 332 yards and 4 touchdowns as the Cowboys beat Texas Tech 45-42.
You could say he's a legacy at Oklahoma State. Derek Burton's father played for the Cowboys, and now Derek has followed his father's footsteps to Stillwater. He's quiet. He lets his plays do the talking for him, as Derek Burton is the subject of this week's Front and Center piece.
In the back of my mind, I always knew I wanted to come here because it's all I've ever known growing up. And, you know, I kind of looked around when I started getting recruited, but ultimately this is why I wanted to come.
Your dad played here. How much of an influence has he had on you just in who you are completely, not just playing ball?
Oh, a lot. You know, I try to do everything, you know, the way I think that he would want me to, and it's something that's followed me all the way up here. I've always wanted to please him, and you know, right now I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of it.
They say the chemistry on defense is no accident. I mean, these guys really enjoy each other and care about each other, and it falls out not just on the field, but in everything you guys do. Do you agree with that? And give us a little insight.
Definitely. I think, you know, when I first came in here, you know, it was more I stuck to just the D lineman. I didn't really associate with a lot of the other guys. It's just, you know, new and not really know anybody. But now, you know, I know all the safeties, you know, all the linebackers, and you know, it's easier to talk to them. You know, you can just we're more of a family. It's easy for us to get along with each other.
You're quiet, but yet you're a leader. It's sort of an interesting persona for a guy that gets after people on defense. How would you describe yourself? Would you say that? Quiet, humble?
Yeah, definitely. I've never been one to speak my mind or talk a lot, and I feel like you know, the best person out there is a person that can lead with his actions, and he doesn't have to, you know, let everybody know he's doing well. And I just feel like if I go out there and show people what I got, they'll follow me. So.
Derek Burton, a legacy at Oklahoma State, Coach.
Yeah, Derek's done a great job for us. He's been tremendous. You know, he's come in from Muskogee, and his dad played at Oklahoma State, and when we recruited him, his dad said, if you have any trouble with Derek, you just call me. And his dad's a big man, and we haven't had to do that. Boy, he's been great. He goes to class, takes care of all of his business, a very quiet leader, and has developed into being a good college defensive lineman.
Still to come, second half highlights of Oklahoma State's victory at Colorado when Inside Cowboy Football continues after this.
1st and 10 from the Colorado 12. Robinson fakes a handoff, keeps it, turns a corner left side to the 5, and he dives toward the end zone. He's in! Pistols firing! Touchdown! Zach Robinson!
We're back with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy as the Cowboys defeat Colorado 30-17 as we look in detail at the second half. You get the ball to start the second half in 5 plays and 80 yards and a 43-yard touchdown run by Kendall Hunter. Take us through what you were talking about in the locker room as you prepared for that drive and then what happened once you got out on the field.
Well, we felt like we had a good series of plays to start the half with. And our hurry offense had worked well for us in the first half, and we felt like that we could do it again. They had struggled getting lined up, more so than almost anybody we played. So we were able to use the hurry offense, and we knew where we wanted to attack them. The assistant coaches, Coach Wickline and Brewer, Troop, Looper, and Coach Meacham, those guys have done a great job at halftime. You know, defensively, I mean, they plan to do the same, but offensively, I'm sitting right in there and listening to those guys, and they've done a nice job and said, okay, here's the 8 plays we want to run. And we've been successful most of the games to start the second half.
Then after that, later on in the half, Colorado gets on that 4th down play, a double tip pass for a touchdown, and suddenly it's back down to a 10-point game, then a big answer drive that Zach Robinson finishes off.
Yeah, you always have to answer on the road, and you have to stay calm. Defensively, we knew they were playing well. It was an unusual play that they scored on, so we knew we just needed to answer, and eventually they were going to run out of time. So that was a great drive for us, and Zach pulled the ball and made a really nice play. It's good to see Zach play here in his hometown.
Oh, you bet. How important was it for the defense to have such a great game tonight? Coming off the Texas Tech game out in Lubbock, which was a tough game for the defensive unit, I think Colorado had maybe 120 yards in the second half, just over 300 for the game. How important was it for them to bounce back for their mental state the rest of the way?
Well, it's funny you mention that. We try not to put too much on the players, but it's very important because our defense has played very well this year and then played terrible against Tech. And they'll tell you that. Coach Beck and the defense will tell you that. So it was important for them to come back and play well. And they played very well tonight. I thought Colorado did a nice job in their scheme of what they were trying to accomplish, but our guys tackled well, didn't give up any big plays, so it was good for them to get back on track.
Zach's in his shotgun. Des Bryant split left, 2 receivers right, and Zach throws quickly over the middle, caught by Pettigrew. Robinson takes a snap, fakes a handoff, he'll keep it. Zone read left, 1st down to the 30, cuts back to the middle, and is dropped at the 34-yard line. Zach takes the snap, fakes a handoff, drops back, sets up, fires over the middle. It's caught by Damian Davis. Wheels around, gets the first down to the 45. Still on his feet to midfield, up the middle to the 45 of Colorado, and tackled at the Buffalo 43-yard line. It's on 1st and 10. Handoff to Hunter. On the left side to the 40. Breaks a tackle, 35, 30. Hunter to the 15, left sideline 10 to the 5, and he's into the end zone. Pistols firing. McKnight comes in motion, and Hawkins fakes a handoff, rolling out right, throws short left side, caught by Smith, hit immediately and tackled. Sexton lined up on the left end. He's going to blitz as Hawkins fakes a handoff, drops back, flushed, scrambling to his left, throws it deep down the left side, and the pass is incomplete, broken up at the 24-yard line of Oklahoma State. Split backs, Hawkins takes a shotgun snap, fakes a handoff, flushed, hit, breaks a tackle, hit again, and sacked by Tongatea back at the 29-yard line. Zach takes the snap, drops back, fires over the middle, caught by Pettigrew, breaks a tackle at the 38, up the field to the 40, first down, and tackled at the Cowboy 45. Robinson under center on 1st and 10, and Zach fakes a handoff, fires over the middle. The pass is caught. A juggling catch made by Des Bryant, and he's dropped at the Colorado 38-yard line. Bryant Ward in at fullback out of the offset eye. Robinson runs the option pass, fires over the middle, and the pass is caught. Wow. An amazing catch by Pettigrew as he was sandwiched while making the grab at the Colorado 23, and I don't know how in the world he hung on to that ball. And he gets a handoff running up the middle to the 20, inside the 15, and he carries tacklers all the way down to about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 from the Colorado 12. Robinson fakes a handoff, keeps it, turns a corner left side to the 5, and he dives toward the end zone. He's in! Pistols firing! Touchdown, Zach Robinson. One back set. Man in motion comes behind him. It's a jet sweep handoff. Smith trying to turn the corner right side, and he is smothered and tackled on the right sideline for a 2-yard loss back at the 20. 3rd and 9 from the Cowboy 40, and Zach back to pass. Flush from the pocket, scrambling left, he'll keep it, left side 45, gets the first down to midfield, and stumbles down at the Colorado 49. He slipped by a tackler at the 46 and scooted up the field. They'll spot him down at the midfield stripe. 10 yards, first down, Oklahoma State. 1st and 10, Colorado from its own 7, and Hawkins takes a shotgun snap, sets up, fires over the middle, the pass is batted down, incomplete to Ricky Price and Des Bryant. This is a wobbly spiral down the center of the field. Bryant made the catch at the 48, straight ahead to the 40. 1st and 10, Cowboys from the Colorado 39, and Robinson fakes a handoff, rolls out right, dumps it off to Pettigrew, right flat, 35, up the right sideline to the 30. Zach under center, takes the snap, fakes a handoff, same play, throws it right flat to Pettigrew. Right sideline to the 19, and tackled near the first down marker. Robinson under center on 2nd and 1. Zach hands it off to Tostin, right side. First down to the 19, right sideline 15, breaks a tackle there, still on his feet, and he takes it all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Down to 3, snap back, ball down, line drive, kick on the way, and it's good. Blitz coming as he gets the snap, drops back to pass, pocket collapses, scrambles to his right, he'll keep it, and he's smothered, sandwiched from behind, 2 yards up the field. 3rd and 10, Cowboys from the Colorado 49, and Robinson takes the snap, fakes a handoff, he'll run it, bootleg, right side, first down to the 40, and he's tackled at the Colorado 35.
Back on Inside Cowboy Football for a final time as we visit with head coach Mike Gundy of Oklahoma State. An off week. And good grief, I think it's been 8 weeks since you had that first off week.
Well, it comes at a good time. The players need some time off. We're only going to practice twice this week. We're going to let them relax. They've earned it. And they know that when they work hard and they take care of their business that we're going to reward them. And they need some time to relax, and the coaches need it. The coaches need to be home with their families and their children, and guys have worked from 6 a.m. to 10, 11 o'clock for 8 weeks now. So they need to be home with their families and spend some time. Then we'll go out recruiting on the weekend. But it comes at a great time. Let the players heal up a little bit and get ready for a big Bedlam game.
This team is only the 7th in Oklahoma State history, Coach, to win 9 games. Do the players understand just what the significance of what they've accomplished in this season is?
I'm not sure they really understand that. I think it's important to them because they care about each other to have a lot of success. I told them that early in the week. I said, I don't know how many teams. I think I went back all the way to like 50 years, and I said, you'll be only the third or fourth in the last 50 years that has won this many games. Now, I'm sure I'm off on my games, but it sounded good. I knew it wasn't very many, but they've accomplished a lot. But they'll be looking forward to the next game and then playing and having a lot of fun in a bowl game.
For head coach Mike Gundy, I'm Dave Hunziker. Thanks for watching Inside Cowboy Football.